Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have kind of a weird video. It's gonna be a mixture of a Sephora haul, like mini Sephora haul, and also like a rant about Sephora. So let me start with the rant. So I mean, I'm not really that big of a bitch, but I can be. I try not to like be bitchy towards people that I don't know, and I try not to, I mean, I can help it, but I try not to give off the vibe that something's wrong with me, if that makes sense. But today I went to Sephora, obviously, like I just said in the beginning, and just minding my own business, you know. I tend to wear headphones while I shop by myself because I don't want people to talk to me, and it helps me concentrate. I know it's kind of antisocial, but whatever. So when I go to Sephora, of course, the first thing that happens is the girls are like, do you need help? So I'll take my headphones off and I'll politely say, you know, no thank you, whatever. So it was nothing that I hadn't done before. Now, as soon as I walk into Sephora and a couple girls see me, I start to see like a ripple effect of a bunch of them staring at me. So I already kind of figure what's happening. They probably think I look suspicious because, as you guys see right there in the background, I had a Forever 21 bag with me. So once again, nothing out of the normal. But today was actually a little bit more aggressive than other days. So I went, I'm roaming, and 4 different girls asked me if I needed help. But a specific girl followed me through the whole store of Sephora. And mind you, the Sephora where I live is actually pretty big. She followed me all the way from like East St. Laurent in the beginning of the store all the way to the back where all the skincare and stuff is at. So it aggravated me. At first I tried not to let it bother me, but it did aggravate me. So I took my headphones off and I said, can I help you? Might have been bitchy of me, but I was over it, honestly. She said, excuse me. I said, can I help you? She's like, I don't know what you mean. I'm like, okay, well, I've noticed you've been following me around, and I also noticed that, you know, all of your coworkers were speaking through the headset. Mind you, I was supposed to work for Sephora, but there was an issue where they picked a girl that had cashier experience over me, but still I was informed of what the headphones, what the earphone is for, so I know that they communicate through it, and I know exactly that they thought I was suspicious. I mean, it's obvious. It's not really that hard to figure it out. So once again, I told her, you know, it's really rude that you're following me around. I've noticed through the whole store you followed me around. I mean, literally, guys, I would move here and she would be right here. And I would move here and she'd be right here. So I asked her, is there a reason why, you know, you're following me around? Do I look suspicious? Do you want to check my bag? Is there, what's going on? She's like, oh no, I'm not following you, you know, I'm just I'm fixing stuff and I'm facing it, I'm making sure it looks okay. I'm like, everywhere I go though? Really? Like, you really think I'm that stupid? So I was like, that's really rude. You really should not follow people. I understand if you think someone's suspicious, but just don't do that. And I mean, I don't think I look too suspicious. I think the only thing that might have thrown people off is like my shirt, but I mean, that really should not be a reason as to why you follow people around. So, you know, I have my headphones in and I picked up the like 2 things out of the 4 things you guys are gonna see. And they kept looking at me like I was maybe like malignant, or like I was doing something wrong, like as if I was gonna shoplift, or I don't know what was going through their head. And I guess out of anger I started to grab more things, which makes no sense, but to me it did. It's like, you think I can't buy this, so I'm gonna show you I can buy this. I know, don't give me shit, the addiction, whatever. So I get to the counter and I have, you know, my stuff, and I check out, and the girl's like scanning the things, and then she's like, oh, congratulations, you reached VIP Rouge. And I'm like, okay, thanks. She's like, we're gonna give you a little celebration. So she took the little like bell, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, the bellhop bell. She rang it 3 times and all the girls clapped like 3 times. So I turned around and I looked at everybody and I told her in the front, you know, it's actually really rude that all of your little workers were looking at me like I was some sort of crazy person trying to steal something. this might sound bougie, but do you think that someone that has a VIP Rouge status would be stealing stuff? If anything, you should really like not look at people like that, because I bought it, you know. I take my time and I make sure that what I'm buying is something that I really want. It's not something I need because I don't need more makeup, but something I really want. And I just choose not to talk to people and I keep my headphones in because I obviously know what I need, what I want, how to use makeup. I'm not inexperienced, so I know how this works. And the girl's like, oh, I assure you, ma'am, nobody was following you around. I'm like, do you think I'm stupid? So I just grabbed my things and I walked out with my nose in the air because I don't know, that was really disrespectful. And I just gave you guys a PG-13 version of it, honestly, because I cursed a lot more and whatever. I try not to let people get the best of me, but in that kind of situation where people just prejudge me because of the way I look, that bugs me. And it also bothered me a lot because most of the girls that work at Sephora, at the Sephora location that I'm at, are actually, you know, tattooed and they're modified and they look like they're aesthetically inclined towards the dark side like me. You know, some of them look like metal chicks, which is cool, but all of them were looking at me like I was some sort of psycho. So I really did not appreciate that, and more than likely I will put a complaint on it, because if I'm going to be going somewhere to spend money and I'm being made to feel uncomfortable like that, then something needs to get changed there. That's not right. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get into the Sephora haul. The first thing I got, oh, just a reminder, I am a cruelty-free beauty person. I don't consider myself a guru or any of that because I have not gotten the balls to put up a makeup tutorial because people are judgmental as fuck here, so I'll just show shit. Anyway, the first thing I got was the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 spray. I've seen a couple of people talking about this. I don't know how it's gonna work for me because I have oily skin, well, oily T-zone and like a dry like cheek area, but I've heard it's really good to like settle your powders down and everything. Right now I have something horrible that I'm working on getting rid of, which is the MAC Prep and Prime, and I really don't use it as much as I used to before I went cruelty free. I was using the Pixie Glow Mist, but I feel like it makes my skin a little too oily, so I'm gonna give this a try. I doubt I'm gonna use it as a primer, more than likely as a setting spray. So Too Faced stuff to me honestly is like hit and miss. I have a lot of their palettes and I like maybe about one of them. I just don't think that the colors are anything special and it all looks the same to me, but their face products, most of them are really good, so I'm excited to try this out. Next thing I got is this Cover FX Mattifying Primer Set. You guys can see here it has a primer, the spray, setting spray, and the small powder. Now I already own these two in large sizes, but here pretty soon I'm going to be traveling to California for Halloween, and I wanted to get something that was travel friendly. Plus, I mean, this was I think $28, $26 plus tax. Can't remember what this was. Give me a minute, let me check and find the receipt. This was $29 plus tax, and the Too Faced Hangover Spray was $32. So this to me is actually a steal because I use this powder all the time. It's so good for my oily ass face. Now, and the spray is awesome too. It's just the only thing I don't like about it is you have to shake it really good, otherwise it doesn't work that way. But I have been wanting to try this primer out for a really long time. I don't normally wear foundation, but when I do, I need something that's gonna mattify the fuck out of my face because I am an oil slick. So I think this was a good value right now that they're doing everything, you know, for holiday or whatever. I went ahead and picked this up. The next thing I picked up is a concealer from Nude Sticks, which if you open up the box, it comes like this. And it looks like this. So it's just a stick concealer in like a pencil form. And what I love is that it comes with a sharpener, because I feel like a lot of sharpeners, unless you find a really good dupe or something, they're gonna like mess up your pencils. So I actually heard Jay Kissa talking about this one, and I am basically like her in that sense that I try not to wear foundation because I have a lot of freckles that I do not like to cover up. I like my freckles, but I'm also pasty, so I have to find something that's like a happy medium where it's not going to make my under eye look like way too bright, and it's not going to be too dark to where it makes my freckles disappear. So fingers crossed on this. I am addicted to concealer, like ridiculously addicted to concealer. So, and this is, I believe, also cruelty free, so I'm also really excited. Of course it's cruelty free. I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't cruelty free. Joanna, you're dumb. The last thing I got is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the color Chill Zone. Now, I heard of this one from Hazardous Beauty, I believe, here on YouTube. She talked about it in her favorites, or like cruelty free something. I don't know where she's talked about this multiple times, but I am a sucker for anything cool toned and nude, and this just looks beautiful. Let me give you guys a quick swatch. Ooh, I love virgin ones. Anybody else? This color looks beautiful. So that's what that looks like. This was $24, which is pretty pricey for a liquid lipstick, but currently I'm working on replacing my Jeffree Star lipsticks because of the whole, there's just a lot going on into that I really don't want to get into, but I'm really trying to replace a lot of his stuff. I haven't bought anything from him for a very long time. This was before all that shit went down, but this is a really good color. I feel like when I don't feel like wearing black lipstick, this will be really good. It's kind of grayish. It's like grayish. There we go. So I'm excited for that. And the Nude Sticks Concealer, $24. And that was in the color Light, I believe. So that was everything that I got in this little mini haul. The last thing that they did include was, because I did become VIP Rouge, like I said in the beginning, is, I think it's a brush, but I haven't opened it, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it feels like a brush. So it comes like this. It's in a little bag, and it says VIP Rouge, it's going to be a beautiful year. So it's a little brush. I don't know if I'm going to use this because I know that the Sephora line is not cruelty free, so I will more than likely be giving this to somebody. It looks like a nice little like a foundation brush, like a travel mini foundation brush. It feels synthetic, but even though it can be synthetic, it's still not cruelty free. So I appreciate this, but I mean, probably not gonna use it unless I give it to someone else. So yeah, that was it for today. Thank you guys for listening to me bitch about my experience at Sephora. This is why I like Ulta better, but unfortunately Ulta does not carry like Kat Von D and a couple other brands that I like that are cruelty free. So if it wasn't for that, I would not be going to Sephora, believe me, because the girls just make me feel so uncomfortable. Not all of them, but majority of them, and I don't like to be followed around like a dog. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And for any of you that actually watch my videos, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good night, good day, whatever the heck. Peace.